Welcome back to my channel Learn with Burhan. In this video, I'm going to solve the sample paper of ICSE class 10th chemistry first term exam, which is going to be taken in November and MCQ form. So let us begin. Okay, the maximum marks is 40 and the time allowed is 1 hour and all the questions are compulsory. Now, starting with the question number 1. The trend in metallic nature of metals as we go from top to bottom in a group. This is very easy. Metallic nature, it increases for metals. So, increases is correct. Question 2. The color change observed when the solution of magnesium hydroxide is tested with the following indicators. So, the 4 options are given and one indicator in each is given and the corresponding color change is given. But 3 corresponding color changes are wrong. Only one of the corresponding color change for that indicator is correct. And which is correct is phenol phthalate turns colorless to pink. Question 3. The compound which is a non-electrolyte. This is carbon tetrachloride CCl4. Question number 4. Twice the vapor density gives. Okay, this is just the formula only. Molecular mass is equals to 2 into vapor density. This is the formula. So he has given this in the twisted form. Twice the vapor density gives molecular mass. The number of lone pair of electrons in the nitrogen atom in ammonia molecule. If you see, this is the structure of nitrogen molecule N, H, H and H, and one atom of hydrogen, one atom of hydrogen, one atom of hydrogen. How many valence electrons of nitrogen? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 3 valence electrons of nitrogen are combined with the 3 hydrogen atom like this. They are combined with the hydrogen atom and 2 valence electrons are free. So how many lone pair is present in nitrogen atom? Means pair. It is 2 electrons means 1 pair. So 1 is the correct option. Now, question number 6. Elements with similar valence shell configuration in a periodic table are placed in dash. Similar valence shell configuration means the number of valence electrons will be same, and this is the characteristic for groups. So the elements will be of same group. Now, question number 7. The gas liberated when sodium sulfite reacts with dilute sulfuric acid. It is sulfur dioxide. Now, question number 8. Thickness of a metal coating during electroplating depends on duration of current passage. Question number 9. Ionic bonding is seen in methane? No. Hydrogen? No. Ammonia? No. Sodium oxide? Yes. Question number 10. The molecular formula of an organic compound is C6H12O6 and the empirical formula is CH2O. The value of remember, when an electron is removed, energy is given to the atom. That means energy is absorbed in that case. But when an electron is added, energy is released by the atom. So option 1 is correct. Now question 12. The most electronegative element out of sodium, aluminium, bromine, fluorine. Okay, you tell me which is the element having the most electronegativity in the whole periodic table. It is fluorine. So the correct option will be fluorine. No need to think. Now, question number 13. The bond in carbon tetrachloride is, okay, the structure of carbon tetrachloride is, it has one carbon atom in the center, then Cl atom, Cl, Cl, Cl. Okay, so chlorine has 7 valence electrons and carbon has 4. So what this carbon does is that it shares its one atom with each of the 4 chlorines. So here is a single covalent bond, here single, here single, here single covalent bond, which shows that chlorine and carbon both share one electron with each other. So the correct option is single covalent bond. Now, question number 14. The type of bond present in the nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen means N2. That means 2 nitrogen atoms will be present, and each nitrogen atom has 5 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here also. So how many more electrons to be occupied to have the noble gas configuration? 3. So each nitrogen shares 3 electrons with each other, and thus a triple bond is formed. Now, question number 15. A compound with empirical formula XY2 has the vapor density equal to its empirical formula weight. Its molecular formula is, what is the formula of a molecular formula? It is 2 into vapor density, right? Now, what is vapor density equal to? It is equal to empirical formula weight. So 2 into XY2. Now, when we multiply with 2, X will get X2 and Y will get Y4. 2 into 2, 4. So the option 1 is correct. Question number 16. Identify one statement that does not hold true for electro refining of copper. First one, electrolyte is acidified CuSO4 solution. Yes, it is. Cathode is a thin strip of impure copper. No, it is pure strip, pure copper. So this is the correct option. Now 17th one, the observation when ammonium chloride reacts with potassium hydroxide. Okay, so when this reaction happens, no, ammonia gas is released, and now it has not given the ammonia gas option directly, but it has given it indirectly. The correct option, the property of ammonia gas is what, it is a colorless gas and it turns red, moist red litmus paper blue. So option 2 is correct. Now question number 18, the color of the precipitate formed when ferrous ions react with ammonium hydroxide solutions. Okay, ferrous ion color will be pale green. When it reacts with it, the color will be dirty green. Now, question number 19. During ionization, metals lose electrons. This change can be called, okay, whenever losing of electrons is there, that means the reaction is oxidation, and gaining of electrons is reduction. So the correct option is here, oxidation, losing of electrons. Question number 20. The oxide of a metal that reacts both with acid and alkali to form salt and water. This is a very, very, very important question from the syllabus. And the correct option is what? Aluminium oxide. And can you name the term used for such type of acids? Yes, it is amphoteric oxides. And what is the other name of aluminium oxide? Alumina.
21st question, the property which decreases from left to right
Table. Okay. Electron affinity, electronegativity, ionization energy, these all increase. So correct option is metallic character. Question number 22. On the basis of electronic configuration, the period and group of B, that is boron phi, is okay, boron is phi and it is placed in the second period. So which option is second to first option? So we will not see what is the group number, just we will tick because the period number is 2. Now, question number 23. Select the ion that would get selectively discharged from the aqueous mixture of the ions listed below. So out of the mixture of these ions, OH minus ion will get discharged. Now, question number 24. Hydronium ion is formed when a molecule of water combines with what? It is H plus ion, right? And H plus ion is also known as proton. Now, question number 25. The condition that is most appropriate for electroplating with nickel. Okay. So first we will strike off the options which are not correct and then we will automatically get the correct answer. First one, electrolyte is molten copper sulfate. No. Second one, anode should be made of impure nickel plate. Yes. Third one, alternating current is used. No. Fourth one, periodic placement of cathode is needed. No. The hydroxide which is soluble in excess of ammonium hydroxide. Lead hydroxide, ferrous hydroxide, zinc hydroxide, ferric hydroxide. So the correct answer is zinc hydroxide, which is soluble. Now question 27, which statement is not true for electrolysis? First we will strike off the statements which are true, then we will get automatically the statement which is not true, and that will be the correct answer. For A1, first one, cations migrate towards cathode, true. Anions discharge at anode, true. Anions get reduced during electrolysis, false, not true. So this is the correct answer. Question number 28. H2Y is the formula of a compound. What is the valency?
exhibited by Y.
Hence crisscross. Y's valency will be 2. Now, question 29. The particles which attract one another to form electrovalent compounds. These are ions. Question 30. Which one of the following statements is not correct? First one, pure water does not allow a current to flow through it. This is right. Second one, the electrolyte only conducts when it is in the molten state. No, it also conducts in aqueous state. Third one, electrodes that react with the electrolytes are said to be active. Yes, it is right. Fourth one, ions must be present in the electrolyte in order that it conducts electricity. Yes, this is also right. Formed by partial replacement of hydrogen ion of an acid by a basic radical. These type of salts are known as acid salts, and the example of acid salts among these is fourth one, zinc hydrogen sulfide. Alkali which dissociates only partially in aqueous solution. This is calcium hydroxide. Question 33. The property that matches with elements of the halogen family. Halogen family means first thing in your mind should be chlorine. These elements, chlorine, fluorine, and all of these things. Now, they are chemically highly reactive. Yes, they are. But let's see the other options also. They're metallic in nature. No. They're monoatomic in their molecular form. No. They are diatomic. They have 1 electron in the valence shell. No. They have 7 electrons in the valence shell, but their valency is 1. So the correct answer is they are chemically highly reactive because they are very close to the noble gas configuration. Question 34. Cathode is a reducing electrode because cations, they gain electrons from cathode and hence it is a reducing electrode. Question 35 question. The simplest ratio of the atoms of carbon and hydrogen is 1:1. Identify the possible molecular formula. So 1:1 means carbon and hydrogen. That first option 6, they will cancel and give you 1:1. Question 36. The empirical formula of the compound is CH2O. The possible molecular formula can be, this is also easy. First option C3H6O3. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, then 3 1s are 3. It will cancel and give you CH2O. Now, the last question, 37. Observe the periodic table to answer the questions. In the above periodic table, some elements are mentioned with their own symbol and position of the periodic table. So position and symbol name for some elements is the same, while others are shown with a letter. Answer the following questions pertaining to the same. A1. Identify the most electronegative element. It is J. Why? Because J is fluorine. Because it is beside neon. J is beside neon, so it will be fluorine, which is the most electronegative element in the whole periodic table. How many valence electrons? B. How many valence electrons are present in Q? Q is present in 15A group, so 5 valence electrons. Now C. The formula of the compound formed between E and O is E is located in the 13th group and O is located in the 16th group, which means E valency is 3 and O's valency is 8 minus 6. Why 8 minus 6? Because 6 are the valence electrons present in O. So we will subtract them to get the valency, which is 2. Now E valency 3, O valency 2, crisscross, we will get E2O3. So this is the answer. D1, the type of bond formed between A and X. A is in the first group of the table and X is in the last third group of the table. So A is a metal and X is a non-metal, and the bond formed between a metal and a non-metal is an ionic bond. So this was the sample paper of chemistry. All the best. Do prepare very well. I will definitely try making the sample paper of other subjects. So subscribe to my channel.